All right, people, I'm going to weigh in on this whole Alec Baldwin situation because this is just seriously pissing me off. I absolutely support, at minimum, manslaughter, at maximum, possible, third-degree murder charges. Because, quite frankly, this man abused the 3 safety rules. His whole thing of, why was I handed a hot gun? Motherfucker, why didn't you check the gun the minute it was handed to you? There are 4 safety rules. And with the amount of movies Alec Baldwin has done handling firearms, he should know these 4 by fucking heart. I do. It's taught to every soldier and Marine the minute we walk into boot camp when it comes to handling a firearm. It is fucking drilled into us from day goddamn one when it comes to handling firearms. The minute we pick them up from the armory, these rules are drilled into our heads. Here are the 4 safety rules for handling a firearm. Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Easy translation. You treat the freaking gun, even if it's a fucking prop, like it has bullets in it that will kill somebody. Always, even if it's unloaded, no magazine, until you have physically checked that firearm to make sure there's nothing in the chamber. And there's no magazine, there's nothing in that gun, you treat it as if that bitch were loaded. Never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. That's self-explanatory. Unless you want to point the weapon and make the, bullet go bang and hit something, you don't point your gun at it. Period. Keep your finger straighten off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Again, self-explanatory. Don't want to go to gun bang? Don't fucking put your finger on the trigger and pull it. Keep your weapon on safe till you intend to fire. If your weapon has a manual safety, and yes, I know, to all the gun nuts out there, there are weapons that don't have a manual safety. I know. My concealed carry, my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 2.0 and 40 caliber does not have a manual safety. So I am definitely, more about keeping my finger straightened off the trigger, since all it has is a trigger safety to make sure if I drop the gun, it doesn't go bang. But if your weapon has a manual safe, keep it on safe until you want that gun to go boom. So now, the amount of movies Alec Baldwin has done over the years, all the way back to like Hunt for Red October, where he used a gun. If he did not know the safety rules by then, I would like to meet the people who were his shooting coaches, and I'd like to bitch slap them. But quite frankly, Alec Baldwin should have known better. Plain and fucking simple. He should have checked that firearm. Like, if I ever became an actor and went on set and was handed a firearm, the first thing I would do is I'd check that weapon. I'd make sure, if I'm just firing blanks, I'd make sure the bitch was loaded with blanks. I would personally check my firearm every time I was handed one. No ifs, no ands, no ors, no buts. But I guess that's just the Marine in me. So to Alec Baldwin, fuck you. To anyone defending them, go fuck yourselves. He damn well should have known these safety rules. Plain and fucking simple. And if he'd been using them, he wouldn't have shot anybody. End of the story. There is no other outcome. If you follow the 4 safety rules, wouldn't have shot them. You wouldn't have shot and killed that woman and hurt the director. End of story. Also, a couple other things that aren't in the 4 basic safety rules. Number 1, you're responsible for every bullet you send down range. You pull the trigger, you're responsible for that bullet. Number 2, like I said, you should have checked the firearm off the bat. You can do a little press check. You take the, like, you have a gun with a slide. You press the slide back a little bit and you look down in the chamber while you're pointing that weapon someplace safe, like towards the ground or down away from anybody in your line of fire. If he'd have just done that, he'd have realized that gun's hot and loaded. And at that point, he should have dropped the mag and racked the slide and gotten rid of that bullet. These are simple things, people. Very simple things. Why Alec Baldwin didn't do any of that, I have no fucking idea, and it's goddamn reckless. And he should pay the price for it. That man should go to jail. No ifs, ands, ors, or buts. He was utterly reckless with a firearm. And don't give me the, oh, someone handed him a hot firearm. You're responsible for any firearm put in your hand. He should have checked the bitch. That's just firearm safety 101. That's basic firearm safety. These things kill, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you all know this. You get a weapon put in your hand, check the goddamn firearm. And if it's a revolver, don't point the gun at your face, but check the fucking cylinder. These are not hard. I'm telling you, not fucking hard, people. Real simple. If it's a rifle, you take the charging handle, you pull it back a bit, you check the chamber. Once again, pointing the weapon away from people. This is not hard things. So, I have no sympathy, and I have no pity or empathy for Alec Baldwin. He is responsible for this. He should have fucking known better. So, fuck you, Alec Baldwin. Don't give me this, oh, someone handed me a hot gun. I don't, I give you no pity or sympathy for that. You should have fucking known. Should have fucking known. You should have checked your firearm. And I tell that to anybody who handles a firearm. Someone hands you a gun, check the motherfucker. Follow the 4 safety rules. There's no excuses, people. These safety rules have been around guns since before I was a Marine. Since the 80s. There's no excuse. None. I'm Jeff. I'll catch you next time.